Hello, in this video we'll learn more about the enterprise network architecture, types of networks and network architecture, OSI model, data communication systems, and hardware failure. First, what is a network? A network is a group of two or more devices connected to each other. A network is a collection of computers, servers, mainframes, network devices, peripherals, and or other devices connected to allow data sharing between them. The internet is the world's largest network. Network architecture. Network architecture refers to the way network devices and services are structured to serve the connectivity needs of client devices. These client devices, they are end user devices. They consist of a server, smart things, and any device a client would use. It could be a smartphone, a normal computer. Network devices include switches and routers. Now, what's the enterprise network architecture? Enterprise network architecture represents the IT infrastructure organizations like a mid-scale firms, large-scale firms use to provide connectivity between its users, devices, and applications. The goal of enterprise network architecture is to support the organization's IT objective by consistently delivering the connected digital services reliably and securely to its employers, partners, and connected devices. Basics of network architecture. Primarily, there's two components: telecommunications and protocols. Telecommunications, it's the electromagnetic transmission of data across various systems. Whereas protocols, it's a set of rules defining how the computers or devices within a network should communicate with each other. There's different types of network architecture, and there's two types: the open network and closed network. In open network architecture, it's not owned by anyone. It's not proprietary. Whereas in closed network, it's proprietary and it's owned by a specific organization. In open network, it's easy to integrate various technologies and vendor implementations. Whereas in closed network architecture, this type of architecture, it cannot be integrated with other vendors. Now we'll be learning about the Open System Interconnection model, also known as OSI model in short. OSI is a layered architecture. It consists of 7 layers. The layered architecture simplifies the network design. As it's a layered architecture, it helps in debugging the network applications and makes it easier to manage it. Application layer. It allows access to the network resources. Next, in the presentation layer, it's able to translate, encrypt, and compress the data. And then in the session layer, it's able to establish, manage, and terminate sessions. In transport layer, it's to provide reliable process-to-process message delivery and error recovery. In network layer, its purpose is to move packets from source to destination and provide internetworking. In the data link layer, its purpose is to organize bits into frames and to provide hop-to-hop delivery. And lastly, in the physical layer, its purpose is to transmit bits over a medium and to provide mechanical or electrical specifications. Moving on, types of networks. First, we'll be discussing about the personal area network. This PAN covers a very small area. Could be a simple connection between your PC and the printer in your home. Next, it's the local area network, LAN. This covers a small area such as an office space, and it connects multiple devices at this small space. Whereas in wide area network, it covers a very big area. It could be citywide or it could even be an international network. Internet is an example of wide area network. Data communication systems. Data communication systems rely on the process of using computing technology to transfer data from one point to another. Digital data is transferred between nodes. ASCII, EBCDIC, and Unicode are used for this data conversion. Data communication software components, there's 3 of them. You need the sender and receiver, and then the information that has to be transferred between the sender and receiver, and then the medium or channel to transfer this information. Business information systems. Business information systems provide information that organizations use to manage themselves efficiently and effectively, typically using computer systems and technology. This information system, business information system, consists of decision support system, transaction processing systems, management information systems, electronic commerce, service oriented architecture systems. Hardware failure. Hardware failure can be explained as the malfunction between the two electronic circuits or electromechanical components, which might lead to the disruption of IT services. It happens when the hardware components fail. There's methods to control the hardware failure. First one being the maintenance. When the servers are running for too long, give it a break, check on the parts, see if they need any replacements. And then next, it's the media sanitization. And lastly, it's the physical security. Make sure no threat actor is able to sabotage the IT infrastructure. And then there are ways to monitor the health of the hardware. You could rely on error reports, availability reports, utilization reports, and asset management reports to monitor the hardware. And lastly, there's a host-based security. This is about securing the operating system from unauthorized access to prevent threat actors from tampering with it. There are some host-based security controls in place to prevent threat actors from tampering with the operating system. Host-based firewall and host-based security controls, intrusion detection and prevention system, antivirus. You could encrypt the disk and back up the data regularly. And lastly, restricting access to unauthorized personnel.